Hello and welcome to your yoga ASMR class. You can join Courtney and I for these gentle yoga stretches, or you can simply watch and enjoy the sounds in this video. So if you are joining us today, put on something nice and comfortable and find yourself in a comfy seat. So we're actually sitting up on little bolsters, a little pillow here. She has a cushion. So when you elevate your seat a little bit, it'll be a little easier to sit this way. And if this still feels uncomfortable, you can let your legs come a little farther away from the body, and that makes it a little easier to just sit up nice and tall here. So wherever you are, find a nice comfy seat. And we'll just begin by sitting up nice and tall. So you can think about bringing your chest kind of up and forward, almost as if you felt a string lifting you up out of your seat, bringing lots of space between the vertebrae of the spine. From here, we'll begin by looking over our left shoulder. So nice and slowly, just turn your gaze to the left. Feeling if you have any limited motion through the neck or maybe an area that feels kind of tight. And then nice and slowly here, we'll move our gaze forward and over the right shoulder. So just feeling if you have maybe limited range of motion on one side or the other. And now back over to the left, nice and slowly, just feeling for any little areas of tightness you may have in the neck. Slowly here, one more time, looking forward and then over the right shoulder. Breathe here, letting your exhales be nice and slow. And then real slowly we'll bring our gaze forward again. And now go ahead and drop your chin towards your chest. So now we stretch the back of the neck. Let the weight of your head stretch the back of the neck. And then nice and slowly we'll lift our gaze up and just slightly start looking up. Stretching now the front of the neck, not letting the neck fall all the way back. And then once more, dropping chin towards the chest again. Breathing here. So nice and slowly again. Lifting your gaze and just stretching the head up a little bit. So we have a slight stretch to the front of the neck. And then bringing your gaze back to a neutral position. Now we'll start to drop the left ear towards the left shoulder, stretching the side of the neck. So inhale up nice and tall. And as you exhale, let your head fall towards the left. Notice the stretch you feel in the right side of the neck here. If it feels intense, you can lift your head back up a little more, or you can start to bring your gaze down. So from here, with the head on the left side, bringing your gaze kind of to the floor next to you, you'll feel that intensify across the right side of the neck. Breathe into that sensation. And then nice and slowly lifting the gaze back up and then bringing the head back through center. Inhale up, elongating the spine. And then exhale, dropping the right ear towards the right shoulder. Stretching the left side of the neck. Notice what feels maybe different on this side. Notice what feels the same. For a little bit more, begin shifting your gaze downward and just feeling into this intensity on the side of the neck. And you can kind of move through this little motion a little bit, and then we'll gently bring our gaze back up and lift the head back up through center. Great. From here, go ahead, and if you're sitting in this cross-legged position, switch the position of your feet. So whichever foot was in front will now just switch. You may notice you need to adjust a little bit here. Usually when we take our Sukhasana, easy seat, we always cross our legs in the same position. So if it feels a little funny with the legs out of this position they're used to, that's okay. And sitting up nice and tall once more, using your inhalation to lengthen the spine. Once more, we'll drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Maybe this time you're able to go a little further, feeling more intensity on the right side of the neck. And then moving the gaze downward as we just feel through that intense stretch on the right side of the neck. This muscle called the sternocleidomastoid kind of wraps around the front of the body. It's very intense, so just breathe as you take these gentle movements. And then very slowly and mindfully bringing the gaze back forward and the head back up to a neutral position. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, dropping the right ear towards the right shoulder. I definitely notice on this side, my head doesn't drop down as far. So a little bit more tension on this side. And then just breathe as you shift your gaze slightly downward, feeling more intensity through the side of the neck. Nice, slowly, mindfully bringing the gaze forward again and lifting your head back into a neutral position. From here, we'll just roll the shoulders a couple times. So on your inhale, bring the shoulders forward and up. And exhale as you bring the shoulders back and drop them down the back. So once more in, shoulders come up to the ears, and exhale as the shoulders come down. Inhale, bringing them forward and up, and exhale as you drop them back down. Now we'll go the opposite direction. So inhale as you bring the shoulders back and up, and exhale, dropping them forward and down. Again, on your inhale, and exhale, dropping them down. Great. From here, go ahead and take another big inhalation, feeling that lift through the spine. And then as you exhale, drop the chin toward the chest. If you want more intensity here, you can take your hands and place them on the back of your head. I encourage you not to pull downward, but just notice how the weight of your hands alone adds lots of intensity. And then removing your hands back to your knees, we'll just slowly rotate the head here. So with your head dropped towards your chest, just start to gently turn your head. So you're kind of looking over your left hand. And then nice and slowly to the right. Breathing into those sensations you feel in the back of the neck. And then again, we'll move back to the other side. And just noticing the areas that feel tight. Once more, moving back to the right. And then moving the head back through center here, and nice and slowly lifting your gaze back up. From here, take your left palm and set it on the floor next to you. So from here, we'll start to drop the right ear towards the right shoulder again. And notice how this left arm being extended actually increases the intensity you feel in the left shoulder. You can take those little articulations again, bringing the gaze kind of down and over to the side. And just send your breath into that kind of tense area that you'll be feeling on your left shoulder. Nice and gently lifting your gaze back up through center. Now you can place your left palm on your knee and your right arm will extend out to the side next to you. Go ahead and drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Once more noticing the sensations you feel on the right side. Intensify by taking those small little movements through the neck, feeling how these really small micro movements actually create a great deal of sensation. When you feel those areas of tightness, just send your breath to them. Nice and slowly bringing your gaze back up through center, placing both hands on the knees gently. And for this next portion, I'm actually going to turn so that you can see my back as we work through a little movement to loosen up those knots that we sometimes get behind our shoulder blades. So once again, take a nice big inhale. Lift you up, feeling nice and tall and stretching through the spine. And then go ahead and extend your left arm out next to you. So you can rotate your arm so that your thumb is facing downward and the back of your hand is facing forward. From here, start to reach the back of your palm towards your lower back. Take a moment to notice your shoulder. A lot of us have this forward shoulder posture. So with this stretch, start thinking about letting this shoulder open up, coming back. You can even use your fingers on the front of your left shoulder to just kind of remind it to open. From here, press the back of your palm into your low back. And if this feels plenty intense, you can stay here. Or you can start to bring the hand higher up the back. You should feel a lot of engagement in the front of the shoulder and even the front of the pec. So that top of the chest on the front of the body, there's a lot going on here. And your true test of your shoulder mobility will come when you bring the hand even higher up the back. So the hand is kind of placed between the shoulder blades. Or you can see Courtney kind of taking this different steps toward this pose. And just feel any sensations you have in the shoulder. If it's too intense, come out a little bit, or take a moment to breathe into this stretch. Nice and slowly here, we'll slowly unravel, bringing the arm out next to us so we come out the same way we came in. And then just go ahead and place that arm either next to you or on your knee. Nice big inhale, lifting the spine, feeling length and space between the vertebrae. Extend your right arm out next to you, letting the thumb drop down towards the ground. Slowly bringing the back of your right palm towards your lower back. Take a moment, maybe notice if this side feels a little different than the other. Notice that this right shoulder may be kind of moving forward, so you can think about bringing it back a little bit, pressing the back of your palm into your lower back. If you want a little bit more, you can start to creep the hand up a little bit higher. And basically what we're doing in this position is working with our shoulder mobility to start taking it out of kind of the common shape that so many of us are in, where the shoulder is forward. And we just start to open up some of the scapula, some of the shoulder blade, deltoid attachments that help facilitate this movement. And if you want a little bit more, you can bring the hand even higher up, so kind of this elbow would kind of come down a little bit, but this is a lot of shoulder mobility. So you can see she has a really, really great open shoulder on this side. And just notice what feels maybe different and what feels the same. And then nice and slowly bringing that arm back out to the side, coming out the same way that we came in. And then nice and gently planting the hands, and once more we'll take those little shoulder rolls. So inhale, lifting the shoulders forward and up towards the ears. Exhale, rolling them down and back. Inhale, up and forward, and exhale, down and back. Once more. And now the opposite direction here. So inhale, bringing the shoulders up, and exhale, bringing them down. Inhale, bringing them back and up towards the ears, and exhale down. One more time. Great. Okay, great. So to close here, let's just return to those gentle neck movements we took at the beginning of class. Just to notice if maybe the neck feels a little more open after these stretches. So inhale, lifting up, nice long tall spine. Exhale, turn your gaze to the right, looking over your right shoulder. I definitely have more range of motion in my neck now than at the beginning. And nice and slowly bringing your gaze back through center and over the left shoulder. Go ahead and continue this little movement here with your own breath. And just remember that when you take these nice deep breaths and really slow down your exhalation, it's going to have a very calming effect on the nervous system. So it's just a really great little trick to use when you're just needing to come out of that heightened, elevated state of the nervous system that most of us are in throughout our busy days. And then coming back through center once more, bring your palms together and place your thumbs right at your sternum. So this is heart center. And gazing down, bringing your chin towards your chest. The highest and brightest in me honors and bows to the highest and brightest in you. Namaste. I truly hope that this little routine has helped you to feel better. If you liked this video, please leave me a comment down in the comment section letting me know so that we know to make more videos like this. I wish you a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day or evening and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.
If you enjoy our ASMR massage and back tickling videos, I hope you'll take a moment to join me on Psychetruthpatrons.com, where you will find dozens of videos that we've either had to remove from YouTube or that we'll never post on YouTube. And of course, there's plenty of bloopers and behind the scenes as well, so you can see everything that goes into our video creation process. YouTube has made it excessively difficult for us to survive on our YouTube channel alone, so we are eternally grateful for our Patreon support.